Mr. Carl Eilenberg is my brother-in-law, married to my sister Susan. So anyway, Carl, happy birthday, happy 90th birthday, and we want to just introduce you all to Carl for a few minutes here. And a lot of his family is watching, because we couldn't be together. We were planning to be together, but we obviously couldn't.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Christine.
This is your birthday.
Oh, yes? Really?
You know, we all wanted to be with you for your 90th birthday. Today is your 90th birthday, and we had planned to all come together as a family. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that. And you're my favorite brother-in-law that's turning 90 today, out of all of my brother-in-laws that are turning 90. So I wanted to celebrate you and your amazing life, because you're not only a favorite of all of ours, and we adore you, but you've had a really interesting life, and I wanted to share who you are with all of our friends around the country.
So what's the question?
Okay, I'm gonna get there. So we're gonna walk back in time.
You know, I was born late in the evening, so I'm not really 90 yet. So don't ask me how it feels to be 90. I was born just short of midnight.
When I was a kid in Rome, New York in the 60s, my dad used to listen to you on talk radio when we were in the car. I remember hearing your voice as a child, and I bet there's a lot of people in Rome, New York that grew up with your very melodic, beautiful voice coming through the airwaves. And at that time, you owned the radio station, correct?
Correct.
You're a media guy.
Correct.
That's why you're so comfortable doing this.
Correct.
Okay. You know, that's what I remember is Carl Eilenberg on the radio. What was the name of your show then?
Well, it had several names. I had to keep changing the name to keep the law away from me.
You not only kept the law away, you became the mayor of Rome, New York. See, I went off to New Mexico, and next thing I know, Carl Eilenberg, who was always on the radio, was now Mayor Eilenberg.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't lose by one vote after you left.
So you were mayor from 1980 to 1991. So you did, was it a 3-year term or a 4-year term?
4-year term.
So you did 3 terms.
Let's see, 3 times 4, 19, that's correct. You're correct again.
Okay. I was going to ask you, why did you decide not to run for another term? But during this pandemic, I have been going through a lot of old bins of press clippings, and I found a press clipping from the Utica paper from May 3rd, 1991, and it's the Rome edition, the Rome Oneida edition, and this in big black letters, the headline is Eilenberg, I don't wanna. GOP Rome mayor says he won't seek a 4th term. So there went my question, because in the article you answered it, and your answer was, you said you're tired of dealing with reporters, political rivals, and the state government. Would you like to hear your quotes about those entities?
That's pretty accurate.
Okay. In all honesty, if it wasn't for politics, I'd like to be mayor forever, he said. A benevolent despot, if you will.
Despot? I used the word despot. I don't even know what it means.
You did. You did use that word, but a benevolent one. And I thought, yeah, that's about Carl. That's about right.
I have to agree with that. I still feel that way.
While you were mayor, you also, during that time from 1980 to 1991, the Albert family was very fortunate in that you married my big sister, Susan.
I did?
Do you remember that?
No.
And it happened to be, this is a big year for you guys. Here's your 90th birthday. And on Flag Day next month, June 14th, will be your 30th wedding anniversary. I'm giving you a little heads up. Remember, this is the 30th.
Yeah, I better write that down so I don't forget.
1990, and I was there. I had the honor of being
That's right, I remember
ceremony
you being there.
At City
I
Hall.
had a justice of the peace marry us because I had married her a few months prior to that. And she also fined me $10 on a speeding ticket.
And what I want to ask one thing, especially for Chris, what is your secret to success of staying married to an Albert girl? After
being hard of hearing.
Okay, it's perfect. Carl's had a fascinating life, which is why I wanted to do this. He's not your typical brother-in-law. He's not only charming and smart and accomplished and super funny, but he has a beautiful voice, as you can hear. I can't think of the word. I'm afraid I would say it wrong.
Mellifluent.
Mellifluent.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. So Carl was what they call the voice of the dome, the Carrier Dome at Syracuse University. Carl was the announcer for the university basketball, football, and men's and women's lacrosse
You're
games.
correct again.
So that was for quite a while that you did that. And whenever I talk to somebody that's from that area, they go, oh, he was the voice of the dome? That's pretty amazing. So I thought maybe for our listeners, you could just say one thing using that big voice of the dome voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant good evening to you and welcome to Syracuse University's Carrier Dome, the home of the Orange Men.
Well, thank you so much, Carl. I know from there, after you were mayor, you and Susan, my sister, had a newspaper, the Rome Observer. You moved to Florida, and you were so kind and loving and adored my parents, and I want to thank you publicly. They lived with you for many years. You gave beautiful eulogies at each of their memorials. And I'm forever grateful, and I know our entire family is.
That was.
And thank you for.
Those were two of the Alberts I got along with, your mother and father.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for being there for them and for being Uncle Snarl to my son
You mean
Troop.
Poop,
That's
not
what,
Troop.
Exactly. He was Poop, and you are Snarl.
You've got pretty good memory, Christine, for an older woman.
I know. All right, so on your birthday, we're sorry we can't be there, but everybody that's here tonight is watching, and I have a cupcake for you, and I want to have you make a wish for whatever you want for the next decade of your life, and we're all going to smile and say, happy birthday, Carl. Please blow out the candle.
Are you calling me a blowhard?
Yes.
Well, you're correct again.
Let's
Right.
see how you do it. Okay, lean in and see if you can blow this out. All your wishes will come true. Love you, Carl. Thank you so much for doing this.
Only the best for all of you. And me too.
Thank you. Yes. Happy birthday, and we'll come as soon as we can. We'll have that celebration as soon as we can.
Peace and crackers.
Bye.
Carl, that's beautiful.
Peace and crackers. Carl Eilenberg, ladies and gentlemen. Mayor Carl Eilenberg.